Vermont Lieutenant Governor Molly Gray joined business owners to discuss paid family and medical leave and just how the pandemic has set back 30 years of progress for women in the workforce. Local 22's Devin Bates joins us now live in the newsroom with more on that. Hi, Devin.
Yeah, that's right, Lauren. President Biden recently unveiled the American Families Plan, which acknowledges that setback you mentioned and the challenges that come with not having a national paid leave program. In Vermont, an older and aging population means a growing need for affordable elder care.
I have found navigating systems and supports for elder care to be the most challenging, time-consuming, frustrating, and confusing set of issues that I have ever had to face.
Liz Gamache is a former mayor of St. Albans, but on Monday she spoke from her perspective as a caretaker. She said if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that everyone is getting older. Still, she said the challenges of elder care are rarely discussed as much as they should be, and in one of the oldest states in the nation, that could eventually have a broader effect on Vermont's workforce.
Caring for elderly family members will increasingly fall to midlife adults who are also caring for children and sometimes grandchildren, while often struggling to stay in the workforce. To stay in the workforce, caretakers have to rearrange work schedules, cut back on hours and pay, take leaves of absence.
Meanwhile, the pandemic has set progress back on women in the workforce and led to $64 billion in lost wages and economic activity.
On average, 1 in 4 women in the United States return to work within 2 weeks of giving birth. We have the anecdotes, we hear stories day in and day out about caregiving, about maternity leave, about individuals that need to leave the workforce.
Jessica Arancibia had left her job to start her own business in March of 2020, and although those hopes made it through the pandemic, it was a time when millions suddenly faced major uncertainties.
What happens when life throws us curveballs? What happens when a pandemic affects the entire world? There's no safety net, there's no job security, there's no infrastructure in place to protect us.
Along with proposed paid family and medical leave, the American Families Plan would expand nutrition assistance, invest $3 billion in maternal health, and make big investments in education and child care. Lieutenant Governor Gray called it a historic opportunity to help anyone who's had to make that tough decision between work and caregiving responsibilities. Live in the newsroom, Devin Bates, Local 22 News.